going to show you how to make hotkeys for your programs as well as move around on your desktop so you understand everything that is on your desktop. Your desktop, if you're completely blind, you reached up and you actually touched your monitor right in the middle, that is your desktop. You have icons that are all over your desktop. So let's go ahead and move around our desktop. So what I want you to do is start with your Start key, M. Your Start key is also your Windows key, and it's on a QWERTY keyboard desktop. It is the second key from the left in. For sighted people, it's the key with the picture on it. So I'm going to do Start key M. And JAWS was the last thing I turned on, so of course that is where I am at. So I'm going to do a Control Home. And it gets me to the very left-hand corner. If I wanted to slowly move through all my icons, I could just hit my right arrow.
Open book. QuickTime player. Old file. Active student. Denise Dash.
And it moves me through all of my icons. That easy. But that's the slow way to get around. Let's say I want to go to Dropbox. I'm going to hit D. Now, if you have a lot of Ds, which I do, it's going to take longer to get there. And technically, I need to clean up all those folders. So there's my Dropbox. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of my folders, which I know I don't need anymore. So there's a folder I know I don't need anymore, so I'm going to hit my Delete key.
Delete folder dialog. Are you sure you want to move?
Yep, I'm sure, so I just hit spacebar and say yes.
Folder view list view. Not selected. Recycle bin. 1 of 60.
So now I'm going to hit D again, so Start key M, access my desktop. I'm going to get rid of that one, so I'm just going to hit my Delete key. And spacebar to go yes. Access my desktop again, Start key M, hit D, and I'm going to hit my Delete key and erase it. Now what's nice about this is if you accidentally erase something, open your recycle bin. Now I just hit my space bar to select that and hit enter and open it.
Items view list box read only. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. 10%. Items view multi-select list box.
So now I am at my items, and let's say I really did want that. You can hit your Applications key, and there is Restore. And if I hit my space bar, it will restore it to exactly the place you erased it. So let's go ahead and hit Escape, and I erased a whole bunch of Denise folders where I know that I have graphics in there and I saved them someplace else. So I'm hitting my Applications key. And your Applications key on a desktop QWERTY keyboard is on the right-hand side of the keys. So if you're to move left, you're going to find your Control key, you find your Applications key, and then you find your Start or Windows key. So your Applications key is very similar to hitting the right-click on a mouse. So once again, I'm going to hit the Applications key. There's Restore. So I'm going to hit Enter. And as you can see, it completely disappeared from my recycle bin. So never worry that if you're cleaning up your files and folders in desktop and you've hit the Delete key, you always have another chance to go back and retrieve it. Now you do want to keep your recycle bin clean, so after a month, go ahead and permanently delete everything. So Alt F4. And if I hit D, I'm going to hit my Start key M, access my desktop, hit D for Denise, and there it is. I'm going to hit my Delete key, hit spacebar to say yes, I really want to delete that. So I'm going to go back and I will clean up my desktop even more. Now, and I always have my students make a hotkey for their JAWS, mainly because JAWS will get a terrible hiccup and will not speak right, and so you want to turn that off. And if you have a hotkey, you never have to go searching for it. You can just turn it on with your hotkey. So let's go ahead and access your desktop with Start key M. Hit J.
JAWS 12.0.
And that's my JAWS 12. I always keep 2 JAWSes on my desktop, mainly because if you have a new one out, it usually requires several updates before it works really, really well. But I've got JAWS 13 there, and I'm going to hit my Applications key, and I'm going to go up arrow to Properties, and enter to open. Now I'm going to hit my Tab key twice, and if I hit J, it automatically sets the default Control at Alt, and then it has J. So Control Alt J is going to be my hotkey for JAWS, and I just hit Enter. And it goes away. So if I turn off my JAWS with Insert F4,
Unloading JAWS. Quit JAWS dialog.
I'm going to hit spacebar to say OK. And now I'm going to do Control Alt J, and it will turn it back on.
JAWS for Windows is ready.
So JAWS is on now. So let's go ahead and make some more hotkeys. Word is constantly being used. Now I also have it down on my taskbar. So let's go ahead and move around our window now. And we're going to use the Tab key. And the Tab key is going to take me in a big circle. I'm going to go from the desktop to the Start key to the taskbar to the System tray, which is over in the right-hand corner, and then hit Tab again, and I will be back up to the desktop. Go ahead and access the desktop with Start key M.
Windows M, desktop, folder view, list view, JAWS 13.0.
And let's go ahead and Tab.
Start button to open.
There's my Start button.
Tab, taskbar, Internet Explorer
Taskbar.
button to move through items.
Now, Internet Explorer is my first hotkey.
Windows 7 basic colon A running
So let's go ahead.
Windows Explorer button.
Windows Explorer button, and I'm hitting my right key.
Windows Media Player button menu. Document 1 left bracket.
And if you're counting,
Microsoft Word button menu.
Word was 4. So let's do Start key 4.
Windows 4.
And Word
Document 1
opens.
left bracket compatibility.
Alt
Alt
F4 to
bracket,
close. So you can have that hotkey. So if it's already on your taskbar, you've got it. Hotkeys just give you the ability to move around very quickly. So I've got Internet Explorer. Let's go ahead and Start key M.
Windows M, desktop,
Tab around again.
Start button to open, press enter.
There's Start button.
Tab, taskbar, Internet Explorer button to move
Taskbar.
through
So
items.
Internet Explorer is my first icon there. So if I do Start key 1,
Windows 1.
I immediately
Yahoo,
open
dash
Internet
Windows
Explorer.
provided
So
by
Alt F4.
Yahoo, dash Windows Internet Explorer provided by Yahoo. Alt F4.
And let's go ahead and continue around my desktop. So Start key
Windows
M.
desktop,
Tab.
Start button to open, press enter.
Tab.
Taskbar, Internet Explorer button to move. Tab. System tray Dropbox 1.
Now I'm in my System tray. I could right arrow if I wanted to.
Microsoft JAWS for Windows button.
And move through all my icons. I'm going to continue to tab.
Show desktop button to activate. Press spacebar. Tab. Desktop.
And I'm back to my desktop. So if I want to move back to my System tray, I'm going to Shift Tab.
Shift Tab. Show desktop to act. Shift Tab. System tray Dropbox 1.
And I'm going to use my left arrow to get to the clock.
10:12 a.m. clock.
10:12 a.m. clock. I'm going to hit Enter to open, and there's my clock. So if you need to find out the date, you can just move your right arrow.
Saturday, May 5th, 2012. Friday, May.
And as the teacher says, make sure you hand in your assignment on the 10th. You can find out what day that is.
Wednesday, May 9th. Thursday, May 10th.
So that is a really nice feature. And of course, if you continue to right arrow, it will actually change to the next month.
Friday, May 25th, 2012.
So if you need to know the date and time, that is one way to figure it out. If it's in the future, hit Escape. If you're using JAWS, you can insert F12.
10:13 a.m.
And it tells the time. Insert F12 twice quickly.
10 Tuesday, May 1st.
And it tells you the day. But if you need to look into the future or see in the past, you want to bring up your clock. So there's a couple of quick, fast lessons on how to move around your desktop. Another lesson from www.yourtechvision.com.